Hello and welcome to What's in a Tune from the National Piping Centre. My name's Finlay MacDonald, and this week I'm going to talk to you about one of my favourite hornpipes, a tune called Duncan Johnstone. And I was actually lucky enough to be taught for a good number of years by Duncan, probably from about the age of 15, I don't know, until about 20, just before he died. And I used to love going for lessons with Duncan. He was such a great character, a brilliant player, a great teacher, a great composer. And I just think fondly back to I used to go on a Sunday afternoon and a Thursday afternoon in Moray Place, Strathbungo. I used to get a lift up to my mum on a Sunday afternoon, and then Thursday I would go after school. I managed to get some time off school to go and get my lessons with Duncan. And I've got many fond memories of sitting in the back room at Moray Place with Duncan, and he'd be kind of just great form every week, stories, and I wasn't competing, so I kind of managed to get a lot of chat with Duncan about composition and how I was interested in putting tunes together and making tunes at that time. So he was a huge influence on me, and the tune Duncan Johnstone has become a really popular hornpipe, and it's a great tune. And for me, I think it's like so ahead of its time. It still sounds like really fresh and interesting and new, and it was actually written by Donald MacLeod, and Duncan had great stories and a great friendship with Donald MacLeod, and I think it was probably in the 60s when Duncan was working as a cabinet maker on the shipyards down in the Clydeside, and Donald MacLeod had the Grange and Campbell shop in what's now called the Hidden Lane, just off Argyle Street, and Duncan told me this story about how the tune came about. And Duncan used to quite often on his lunch break from the shipyards go up to the Grange and Campbell shop and just see Donald and have a bit of crack and see what was happening and play tunes and just see each other. So this particular day Duncan appeared about lunchtime, and Donald was sat in the back room of the office, and he would always be sitting composing tunes. He always had manuscript and paper around everywhere, and Duncan kind of approached the room, and I think there was a kind of glass door, and Donald said, "In you come," but he was playing the tune at the time, and of course Duncan had never heard it, and you can imagine the first time we've ever heard this. So Duncan's thinking, that's a great tune, that. So, lovely shapes about the tune, particularly I like that. Just such a really cool phrase. So Duncan's thinking, that's a great tune, and Donald's playing away, so he gets to the second part. Keeps going, he's thinking, oh jeez, that's a great tune, that, you know. And he hits the third part with a wee kind of upbeat in. And Duncan inwardly is going, Jesus, what a tune, it's a cracker. Hits the last part, you know. So on, and he's thinking, geez, what, the wee man's nailed it here, that's a great tune. So Donald stops playing, and he looks around and he says, hello there Duncan. He says, I didn't see you come in, I've just been working on a new tune there, a wee hornpipe, what do you think? And Duncan said, garbage. He says, it's one of the worst tunes I've ever heard, that's terrible, I don't know what you're thinking about. And Donald MacLeod went, oh well then, I think we'll just call it Duncan Johnstone then. And that's how the name got its title, the tune got its title. So a lovely story about a great tune and two great pipers, two great men. But you know what I love about it, as I was saying, is just that the shape of the tune. It's such an interesting use of those notes. You know, it's a really interesting kind of group of notes, and the little rhythms that you get within the tune as well just kind of bring it out, and I think it still sounds like it could have been written yesterday. So I'll finish off, I'll just play the tune, Duncan Johnstone.